Like I said, a Jewish person will never tell you not to support Jewish business. It
Mexicans,
don't matter what the circumstances are.
Never hear that.
And I think it's a common sense thing where if you go into any business of any color and the business isn't good, I'd never recommend you spending money with them. But the other issue I have is the amount of vitriol, kind of the tone.
How you going at your own?
Yeah, I'm never the tone police because I believe in being direct and straightforward. Right. But one thing I have been noticing between Wallo and other people, Obama, I've even seen it with Roland Martin during the elections. And sometimes when they address black people, they have a very condescending tone in their voice, just like Wallo did, where he was calling it black.
Brothers, Porsche for Royland, I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm here. But I'm going to tell you one thing, I ain't going to be finessed off some black
You know, Cousin Pookie might be.
If you are here, you are likely to vote. But Cousin Pookie, I like Pookie. Round up Cousin Pookie, make a plan to vote.
Had a number of folks from Millennial and Gen Z talk to me complaining about all sorts of stuff, and I said, this real simple, shut up and vote. Shut up and vote. Shut up and vote. Shut up and vote.
Shut up and dribble. Shut up and dribble. Shut up and dribble.
I was on Twitter talking about how we need to be critical of these campaigns and make sure that we get policies so that when whoever become president, they don't forget about us. Roland Martin called me stupid, dumb, an idiot, and a fool on his show. I never tweeted at Roland Martin. I never talked about Roland Martin at all. He came to my Twitter page quoting my tweets to call me stupid. And then he did a show about me and he called me a fool.
So we have three different versions. We got one person.
Tell Pookie and Ray Ray.
Right. Yeah, one was subtle.
He never told white people, tell Cletus. And you tell Cletus and your cousin Cletus to go vote. He just, Pookie and Ray Ray. Roland Martin was, you fools, you idiots. We had to hear that the whole election if we weren't riding dead on with the Democrats. So there's this tone a lot of who get money take when they address other black people in a very condescending manner.